got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Here we go, here we go.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to the middle. Whitfield. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Happy Lions!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis. And this one incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. It's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a
play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Harold Landry, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Let's go now.
Right back to the air again with Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Willis. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure this point, it's a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go play action with Willis. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, he stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Here we
Tough
go, here we
spot for
go.
Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he was looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Willis, 4th down here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just a better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Nick Muse from a yard out. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10.
Okay,
Good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Right at the 50-yard line.
ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go, Scott.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. Willis back to the air on second and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Willis from the gun on third down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a 3-score lead, we're in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, it's Willis to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled.
Here we go.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down mark.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. Recognize that in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the jump.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Check mask. Check
They've
mask.
got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he stopped immediately there. Bryce Hall there defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. An update now, they've gone final in Jacksonville. And it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And they will take a knee here.
Ready, set.
Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.